afternoon, Mr. Mok. My name is Tim from 5C.
Good afternoon.
She's my partner Rachel from 5C too.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for taking the time to have an interview with us.
So we are happy that you spare us some valuable time for our interview. Shall we start our interview now?
Sure.
After working in PLKCWC for one term, do you have any special impression of our students?
After spending a term in PLKCWC, I have some observation about the students. But I should stress that this is a preliminary observation that what I said will be subject to changes as I know more about the students. Basically, I have 3 points about the students in PLKCWC. According to my observation, students they possess great academic potentials. Some of the students are smart enough, and some even are very diligent. But I think some of them are not self-confident enough, so that at present they do not have a very good academic results. But once they got the confidence and they start hard working, then I'm sure they will catch up with all the rest students in the country. And secondly, PLKCWC students will be very energetic, and I'm sure that they take an active role in extracurricular activities, especially our handball team. They give very good performance, so well that they will be selected as the members of the Hong Kong team representing Hong Kong to take part in the international competition. And finally, I can see that the students, in general, they are polite and well behaved. They possess great potential to be excellent or extraordinary students once they want to do so. And these are my observations so far.
I see. Being very experienced in the education field, can you give our students some advice of how to become successful in their careers?
There's an old saying that your attitude will determine your aptitude, and I strongly believe in this. According to my own experience, over the years I came across students with average abilities, but they all got very successful career and bright future. They entered into the local universities according to their major in subjects according to their choices. After the graduation, they got a satisfactory job. Their success, I guess, is based on their own will. While they were a secondary school student, they think big. That means they will have a long plan, a well defined objective, and then they stick to their plan and work towards it. And that's why I think your attitude will guide you through to the right path.
Yeah, thank you. I think the attitude is more important. We, both students and teachers, enjoyed your performance with Li Huizhong in the Christmas show. It was amazing.
Thank you.
We would like to know more. When did you start learning the flamenco guitar? And what inspired you to learning the flamenco guitar instead of the electric or the classical one?
I started learning flamenco guitar while I was in Form 4. To be exact, I came across the guitar when I was a Form 2 student. After practicing for a year or so, I bought a music book written by the Hong Kong famous flamenco guitar player, and I started learning from the book when I was in Form 4. And later on, the writer became my flamenco guitar teacher. But I stopped going to the lessons when I was in Form 5. So basically, I learned several months from the teacher. The reason that I stopped going to the lessons when I was in Form 5 because of the public examinations. And despite of the fact that I didn't go to the lessons, I still practiced flamenco guitar until the year 2000. At that year, I came across my former flamenco teacher and I started to learn the guitar until now. And I enjoy playing flamenco guitar because it allows me the freedom. Because in Spanish, people value your creation rather than your technique. That means you just write some songs and you play it, and then they will enjoy. It is a complete different picture in classical music. You have to play the music exactly as what the writer suggested. So everybody play the same piece of music with identical style and sound. That in that case, you lost yourself. So that's why I enjoy playing flamenco music.
It's more freedom, right?
Yeah.
I think so. We are sure that throughout these years, you must have gained some interesting or unforgettable experience of playing the flamenco guitar. Can you share with us?
Over the years, I think the most memorable experience was going to learn from the gypsies in Spain in the year 2002. At that particular year's summer holiday, I spent 3 weeks in Seville, a southern part of Spain, to learn from the gypsy. At that time, we started in the daytime and we go to a flamenco show in the evening. I came across different countries' people because they all come from different parts of the world, go to Spain and then learn flamenco guitar from the gypsies there. And I remember that I came across a Japanese girl who was a dancer and furthering her studies in Spain. She knows little about English and I don't speak Japanese, but we can communicate with limited Spanish and flamenco music. And over the years, I came across people from different walks of life simply because of flamenco music.
I think the music is very good and also your experience is very valuable.
As a principal, you must be very busy, and practicing the guitar really takes time. How do you strike a balance? We bet it is a good skill for us all to learn.
Oh yes, being a principal or even a teacher, we are very busy. But I still manage to squeeze 1 night or 2 each week to practice guitar. Each session, it lasts for about 30 to 45 minutes. So this is a very valuable time for me to learn guitar, to practice the skills. So I plan ahead beforehand how to spend the 30 to 45 minutes. So I can say that I'm the kind of person that I always plan ahead and stick to my plan. So just decide what to practice before the practicing session, and after that I just enjoy my practice. But one thing I must share with you, because I think it is related to study. According to my experience, a repeated frequent practicing session distributed across different nights will be good for me. It outweighs prolonged a single practice before the concert comes. So I guess this is the same for you to do your revision daily instead of a prolonged revision period before the test and exam come.
I think playing guitar is really make yourself relax, and I think practice like perfect, right?
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. Practicing earlier is better than you practicing in the
night
deadline.
before.
Yes, in the deadline. Also, mathematics is a sound subject, while playing the flamenco guitar is aesthetic. It seems that they are very unique and way too different. Can your way of learning and teaching mathematics can help you when you are playing and practicing the flamenco guitar?
Well, I should say that mathematics learning or teaching, just in some sense, it hindered my understanding of flamenco guitar, because in order to understand the theory of flamenco music, I try to use the rational kind of thinking, but it always frustrated me because I can't figure out how the chords are formed, how the beats they come. So when I play the guitar, I just follow my own feeling. This is completely different from mathematics training. However, in the side of practicing the techniques, I develop different kinds of ways to practice my thinking and my muscles. And in this sense, the systematic way of thinking helps me to build up my techniques. So I think mathematics, in some sense, it hinders my understanding of flamenco music, but it helps me to develop the practicing skills side of flamenco music.
I think you're absolutely right.
So this is the end of our interview today. Thank
Thank
you
you
very much for your time.
You're welcome.